see what Ed Boon had to say for the press conference.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
That was a pretty good trailer, though.
I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
Pause. Before we go into this, do you think they called this Mortal Kombat 1 because the whole the WB League, when they was talking to the stock market people, the stock market owners, and they mentioned, yeah, we got a new Mortal Kombat, we got the 12th Mortal Kombat coming out, and we got this coming out, we got that coming out, and that Boom was like, wait, what? Because it wasn't supposed to be announced that early, but it had to be for the stock market holders. You think Ed Boon was like, you know what? They think they had me. It ain't 12, it's 1. That sounds like an Ed Boon move. That sounds like an Ed Boon move.
Congratulations. They love you. All right. Well,
He looks
Ed,
the
First
same.
of all, thank you for that incredible.
Even as he get older, he looks the same.
The gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because first of all, this is it's MK1, right? Went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now. And there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up.
But it looks like the brotherhood between Sub-Zero and Scorpion is more of,
we saw there was,
because of Liu Kang, like, hey, I need y'all to work together for this.
4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start.
That's cool.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters, and these fighters.
Okay, pause. Now I see what he's talking about. Okay, you see how the first list. You see how they walk up, all that, fire going around Liu Kang, all that, blah, 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 blah. I see what he's talking about, where the first list, that's the characters that you get to play as. And that's a deep roster right there. Oh, go back real quick. Real quick. Okay, shit, too far. Too short.
You pick sort of a pair.
Boom, pause. The way that it's spaced out kind of like King of Fighters. But counting this, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 main character rosters. Main character on the main roster.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see.
And we know 10.
Roster,
or at least 7 of them.
You select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually.
Boom. Or let's see
how far the camera goes.
There, that's perfect. Alright, and right here we know Stryker, Sub, Scorp, Kano, Sonya, Jax, apparently Johnny, and Kung Lao. We know 8 of them. And the spots we got is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So there's 24 main character fighters, 16 assists. And we know 8 of the 16. So there's 12 more to go. Oh, wait. I am such an idiot. Why is it? Yeah, because 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh. I'm a fucking idiot.
Blank 8 squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself.
Okay, we got 8 more to go.
Moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times as you saw in the gameplay. So you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your...
Okay, that's hot.
How do you
Pause. That's hot. So you're telling me that whole conversation between Katana and Melina in that part, that was the meetup, like in the beginning where they walk up to each other and they say something, they meet up and shit. Them doing the bah, bah. That's in the very beginning of the fight. You changed the game. You changing the game right there.
Right, so you can go.
No, go back.
How often do they come into? It's not a tech.
Like seeing, the best team ups.
Well, so
Okay. What I caught Sub-Zero says something because everyone won't shut the fuck up. But Sub-Zero says something and Kenshi said, "Only if you pry from my dead cold hands." So let's see what Sub said.
See, that's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing.
You would give something, or you will fall.
The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see. So pretty much that's the stage select. You know when they have the stage select? Remember in we'll go with Mortal Kombat. Did they do it in X? No, they didn't do it in X. They did it in Injustice. Okay, remember in Injustice 2 when you choose your character and they stand and they face off to each other, and then let's say you do Sub-Zero and Superman, right? Sub-Zero would hit him with his ice sword while Superman would shoot him with his beam. He's like, ah! The whole meetup thing, that's that. Okay, now I'm with you. And then it just goes right into the fight. Because you see, Sub did something, Kenshi blocked it with the sword, and then he just slid back. He's like this in his hands. And then all of a sudden you see Kano standing there like, let's go.
You're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety, so you can go, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different
Okay, so you get to choose what moves they're doing, but they have a set amount of moves. Okay, so it's not by random. So when and there's a meter. Okay, I see. And there's a meter. Oh, I'm gonna show you right there. There you go. You can see right here where Kano is and Kenshi is. There's a meter on his name that will pop. So when you call him out,
sometimes you'll see them appear twice
in there. Okay, so time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through,
it's time-based.
Some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Or there's some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the.
So apparently, what you have to do is What you'll have to do is R1, right? So you'll have to press like over R1 and Kano will come out and do the whole roll. Or down in R1, you see Kano will come out and start stabbing him with a knife. You know what I mean? Probably back in R1, he'll shoot a beam out or throw a knife or something. You know what I mean? So for what Ed Boon said, all you gotta do is press the assist button. Good thing I did actually press it. Press the assist button with a direction, you'll be good.
Main roster fighters, you can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right?
And certain characters you get to keep as. So if you want to use Sub-Zero and Sub-Zero as the support, so Sub-Zero as your main, Sub-Zero as the support, you can. You want to do Kung Lao and Kung Lao probably, you can.
You can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes, and so there's a lot of that now. But we have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes.
Oh, forgot about Goro. So
there's a lot
that's 9.
really digging into the
We got 7 more we need to pick.
As far as getting we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to
So
feel
that was Goro. That was a
kind
shitty
of nods to
Goro.
the old games.
Well, speaking of Naughty Dog games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least know that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Yeah.
Oh, so that's Jean-Claude Van Damme who played Johnny Cage. Okay. He's actually doing good with his English. Gotta give him props.
People don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration.
Okay. If you don't know the story about Johnny Cage and Jean-Claude Van Damme and why this is kind of impressing, Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be Johnny Cage in the very first Mortal Kombat. He declined the role, and the only reason he was supposed to be that because he was in a movie called Bloodsport where he pretty much was a martial artist in a fight to the death tournament. A lot of games around that time was inspired by that movie. Pit Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There's a whole list of Sega and arcade games that was inspired by Bloodsport. But that is the reason why the significance about Jean-Claude Van Damme being in Mortal Kombat 1 as Johnny Cage. It's like when with Mortal Kombat 11 when they got Shang Tsung to be Shang Tsung. That was a good move. He better be in this. I better hear his voice too. But all right.
For Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years
He turned it down.
to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times, and so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices too. Wow. So you're gonna hear John Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know.
Pause. Okay. Now you got me wanting to go back to that trailer. So do that mean are they doing it like they did with Sub-Zero? Remember what they did with Sub-Zero in 11? They got the guy who plays Sub-Zero in the movie to voice Sub-Zero in the game, but it was a costume. So it was that bright blue costume that looked like neon lights. That was him, and everybody clowned homie because he sounds super overdramatic. I will destroy you with my eye sword, like that. Instead of being like how he was in the actual movie, badass. It's something like that where Jean-Claude Van Damme is Johnny Cage, voicing Johnny, or the original Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 11, where he did the lines, he did the role for that costume, Johnny Cage, and Sonya did it, and Liu Kang did it. They're doing that with Jean-Claude Van Damme this time.
So hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. With this has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years.
Thank you, WB.
And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage. Lots more characters to reveal on the main roster.
I'm just saying, Ed Boon, no, he messed up. They messed up because they revealed the season pass characters. Like we already know Peacemaker, even though everybody still think it's a rumor, but I don't know because this got revealed. Johnny Cage got revealed being in it by the same people who revealed in the same article that revealed that Peacemaker, Homelander. And Icy Man, the guy, the dad from Invincible's dad, him. They're in the game. Tremor's supposed to be in the game. Quan Chi's in the game. So, like, the people who revealed these characters, like, Johnny Cage is in the game, Kano's in the game as the support, Melina, Katande in the game. Well, we already knew that from the trial, but you know what I mean? Like, the ones who revealed certain people revealed the season pass. So yeah, that's how come Ed Boon, he had that face where he said, yeah, this was the hardest secret to keep for 4 years, but because WB leaked it, people are leaking. We know everything so far. We know about the season pass. We know about the story. We know about. This is gonna be good. But all in all, again, I think this is going to be good. I'm actually more impressed now that I know that how they're doing the support. And honestly, I think that's the best way to do it. You pick a character, he or she has certain moves from their set list. Just put it towards the directional button and the assist button. Let them go. Don't keep them like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where it's just one move for that match. If you didn't, you know what I mean. So if you chose the knife throw as Kano, you got a knife throw. That's it. I'm glad they let where you have the knife throw, you have the laser, you have the ball move, you have all that. I'm loving the presentation. The presentation is freaking amazing. I love how they're going off of the whole you think you can beat me? I know I can. Bop, okay, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm loving that. Why is this attached to the chair? But let's go. You know what I mean? And then they go into the actual match and the talk off and all that stuff. I'm loving it. Things I would love to see to make it even better. I would say depending on the person, because certain characters going to have moves that are like certain characters. So try to expand so you can make variations of your support, just like you can make variations of your actual main characters. We don't know for sure if variations are in this, but I'm I'm more 75% that it is because it was in 11 and 12, and I don't think they're going that far off of what they were doing from 11 and 12, where they're like no variations, because we seen an old like monk style Kung Lao and we seen Mortal Kombat 2 Kung Lao. So something tell me there's costumes or there's certain like hats or certain things you could do where you could change White Lotus Kung Lao into Mortal Kombat 2 Kung Lao, if you know what I mean. But alright, y'all. That's what Ed Boon had to say about it. That's the Mortal Kombat presentation all in one through the multiple videos. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.